Johnny is back, and let's talk a little bit about January. We're February 1 now, but we've had a busy month. Yeah. We've played some pretty damn cool games.
Resident Evil, the remake.
Yes.
Have you guys been playing it? Unbelievable.
Yes.
Unbelievable game. 10 out of 10 game. I haven't said that.
I gave it a 9. You give it a 10, though.
Oh,
you freaking love it. Yeah.
10 out of 10 game.
Okay.
We talked about it last night.
Yes.
I understand your point of view on it, but
yes.
I just think it's an incredible game.
They did an amazing
They took
job.
the original game and they added so much more to it, fleshed it out. And yeah, you got a couple of different playthroughs to do. People were getting mad at me, I got to say this, that I didn't play it on hardcore mode first. Talk about gatekeeping, eh, with difficulty. I said I was playing a medium.
Yeah,
you know, people are like, oh, you're not a real gamer.
It's hard enough on normal mode.
It is so hard.
Yes, no, it's
a tough game.
Beautiful game, though. They did a great job with that. We also got did you get the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe?
I didn't. I saw your review on it.
Yeah,
you liked it.
I did, yeah. It's super fun, but it came out and it was a little bit less of a, like, wow, this is a brand new Mario type of experience.
I kind of just passed on it because I feel I played it on the Wii U, right?
Yes.
I've been there, done that. It's a cool game if you haven't played it.
Yes.
But if you have, what's the, you know.
The game that we all want, right? Every Switch owner out there is Mario Maker. Like that, that is the game.
I got one
that
better.
Definitely needs
I got one
to
better.
Okay.
Zelda Maker.
Zelda Maker.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
They got to do that.
Yeah. With a 2D version and a 3D version.
Why don't we run Nintendo?
We might be out of business in a week. We have all these dream projects that don't go anywhere. That'd be too crazy.
So we had Mario and we had Resident Evil, and then Ace Combat 7 was out there as well.
Did you do the VR?
I played the VR. It was incredible.
So I have something to admit. I was a little bit hungover when I played the VR for the first time.
Yes.
I mean, on the aircraft carrier taking off. And as soon as I launched off the aircraft carrier, I took a
no way.
I'm like, no, I can't do this.
You need an air suit.
Yeah, I was like, and I tried to do it a couple of times, and then I finally sat down the next day, not hungover, felt good. This is during it's after Christmas, after my during my birthday time, and I loved it. Just don't bank too fast in VR.
Yes,
it gets crazy.
It's a beautiful game, but it's crazy that we're playing these retro type of experiences: Resident Evil, Ace Combat, Mario, but the other big one that we've all been waiting for, and we're going to talk about right now, is Kingdom Hearts 3. You've been able to review the game. I've played it a nice healthy chunk of it, but I haven't really been able to sink tons of time because we've been in EP Live build mode. But the game is insanely beautiful.
Let's go back to the beginning for a second. What did you think of the original Kingdom Hearts?
I loved it, but I definitely, I think I can't remember exactly what I said, but I feel like the story lost me as I was playing it.
Yeah.
But I still loved it. I love the game design. I love the accessibility. I love the action RPG elements and all the Disney love that the game has.
Square combined. All these worlds.
A great tactical concept.
That could have failed.
It could have been, yes.
Could have been a disaster.
And even though it is messy, it was still really, really fun and really cool. And then, we've got a good one with Kingdom Hearts 2, and then there's been all of these offshoot games.
I think it's like 12 games. There's some guy in the chat right now is going, actually, because there's just too much to keep up with.
Yeah.
And but the one thing I will say about Kingdom Hearts 3, and some people in my video, I did a review on it, went quite big, were saying, no, you need to play the original games to enjoy this one. I don't think so. You might miss a lot of the story. The story's really confusing for a lot of us anyways. Just go in and just kind of try to enjoy it, have a bit of fun.
I tweeted out, how would you describe the story of Kingdom Hearts in one tweet? And I got some good replies.
What were some of the replies?
Lots of like can't and it's good versus evil.
Impossible.
Yes. Yeah, I got some good feedback on that one. It's very convoluted, and the problem that Kingdom Hearts 3 has, through my sort of perception of it, as much as it's beautiful and it's gorgeous and you get completely lost in these worlds, like you're in the Toy Story land and it feels like you're watching the film.
That's amazing, isn't it?
They did an amazing job. And I'll talk about all the great things, but one of the issues that they have is because we've had a 12-year wait for the sequel and there's been so much extra content built around Kingdom Hearts, they have tons of expository moments where they're giving you a lot of feedback and they're bringing up characters and they're saying, this character is really this character now, and this character and I'm like, I don't remember that first character, let alone the new character that they became.
My wife came in and she's like, it's like they're talking another language.
Yes.
The way they talk about hearts and the hearts are missing, and but the hearts are really gone. And it's like, what is he really saying?
Yes.
And but there's some people out there who completely understand all of the story, and I applaud those people.
That's the game that they get lost in. And there's certainly enough content in the game to get lost in regardless of how much.
But you can just jump into it. You don't need to know all the story. You can just go in and enjoy the gameplay and have a bit of fun with that.
And this is my daughter Ruby's first Kingdom Hearts experience,
she must love it.
and so she, even though she's got she likes to play Lego. She doesn't want to get lost in video games all the time, which I appreciate. She's got a lot of other interests out there. So she was like, "No, I don't really want to play that with you, Dad." And then she saw some of it, and she's like, "Whoa!" And she came right over and sat down and got totally lost in the world.
And
it's gorgeous. I mean, there's Sora and Ratatouille. You know, it's kind of like a Smash Brothers-esque RPG. It's
with
like
Disney.
They take all of these weird ideas and characters
and
and just make it happen. And then there's like all these amazing mini games, like flying from planet to planet is just a cool little space shooter.
I'm not a big fan of the gummy ship. I didn't like it in the original. I just think I understand what
extra.
It's extra and it's to link the worlds. I get that as well. But in the original game, I'm like, is this for real?
Yeah.
Because I'm enjoying this cool thing. I'm running around this awesome city, and then all of a sudden I'm in this like little polygon ship flying, and I'm like, is this?
You got to admit, it's much better this time, though. It's way flashier.
Way better, yeah.
And they also have the gummy phone, so you can play little mini games on there, which are like old Nintendo Game & Watch games.
Yeah, just seeing the chipmunks come in and talking, and it's like, and then I know my review. A lot of people kind of got on me about this. But Mickey's voice, I know the actor passed away. Yeah. But boy, did they ever not get the right person for this role.
Yeah, and some of the, you know, obviously it's scripted in Japan, and so some of the flavor and some of the dialogue just doesn't feel as, you know, one-to-one authentic as you would get if you're watching a movie or a show. You know,
it's its own language.
They've done an approximation, but then you also get weird things where Mickey has to talk about characters being dead and stuff like that too. And
there's a little bit of darkness in there, for sure.
It's a little strange, but it's still it's just a tour de force. Like it's
like look at this.
It's a beautiful, beautiful game. You know, and I think that. That's one of the things about this 12-year development deal. Oh, this is what I was going to talk about, these amusement park sequences where you get into rides that you can actually remember from going to Disneyland. They're sort of fantasy, sort of eyed up a little bit, but they look remarkable.
How they bring the theme parks into this and all the different worlds and Square. Like, I remember being on forums years ago and people, when the original Kingdom Hearts was going to be released, and people were arguing, going, this is a travesty, you know, Disney and Square, like how can this go together? And people were boycotting it. Yeah, of course they were. Well, I'm boycotting this game. Well, they can keep boycotting it. We'll all have fun with it. I played it. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the charm of it. And exactly what you said. Your daughter can play it. You can play it. And you know, we can all play it. It's very accessible.
Played so far, I'd give it a 9. I think
9 out of 10 for me as well.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Well, we're going to play a little Kingdom Hearts 3. We have a little Let's Play in chat sequence. So I'll get caught up here on the chat a little bit. One of Abby Jameson's comments was, if there were more people up here, it would look like We Are the World. I thought that was a very good one.
That's how we should end the show, with a big dance off here.
We can't sing it, though, because the flags will come up. And you don't want to hear me sing We Are the World.